Today's October 24th, and it's now time for me to take care of these sweet potatoes. What you see here is a total of 10 grow bags, 15 gallons each, of 4 different varieties of sweet potatoes. Now let's go ahead, cut all these vines, and see how we made out. Slowly but surely I'm getting through some of these vines here. All I've cut out so far is just of these 4 grow bags really right there, and a little bit more going up that way. But that little bit of vines, and I'm still not done, gave us a tarp full here. Now these leaves are edible, and we'll eat these in the summertime. We'll treat them like collards or kale, and we'll cook them up, and they are very good. But right now it's got some pest issues, and I've got plenty and had plenty, so all these are just gonna get put onto probably a pile just to decompose. Let me show you this one area here that I did take care of. As you'll notice, these are all just wood chips that we put down at the beginning of the season. But when I was digging up just this little section here, which is about maybe 7 or 8 feet by about 3 feet, we already got, and I'm sure there's more hiding, decent amount of sweet potatoes. But the reason why I grow our sweet potatoes in grow bags is that reason right there. Hopefully they're showing up, but we get some pest issues here, and it doesn't seem to happen inside our grow bags. Now I'll cull through these and pick out the good ones, but that's the main reason why I end up doing my sweet potatoes in grow bags. So let's continue to chop away here and see how we're doing. Finally got all the vines taken care of up to the bags. Just to give you an idea, well, now you can actually see the bags. Those first 4, the Okinawans, Murasaki, and then I think those are going to be Jewel there. Like I said, those first 2 bags, not sure. And then Beauregard, and that's just the ones that I've been growing for the last, I think 3 years now we're going on. So time now is to just cut the rest of those vines, start dumping out these bags, see how we did. Now I did go ahead and dig all around where the vines were, and we ended up with a decent amount here. Nothing too crazy, but one thing that I did find surprising is a lot of these Okinawans showed very little, if any, on the, there's a little bit, but little bit of pest damage, but nowhere near as much as there was here on this Beauregard. So I don't know if it's just the location, dumb luck, or what, but less pest damage on both the Murasaki and the Okinawans. So, and I'm sure I left some here in the ground. I'll come back after all these bags are moved and probably just dig it up one more time, see what's in there. But let me go take care of these vines now and start dumping these bags out, see how we did. These are right here, just these tags that I make. This is when we put them in. I ended up putting them in on April 27th. And these are what I call the original. There was 5 slips actually that I put into this bag. So some nice sized ones. But also, this is why I like growing them in the grow bags versus the ground. You don't have any of that pest damage at all on any of these. So let's see how we did with the second one. Back in February, we started with one of those potatoes, probably about this big, to give us about 6 slips, 7 slips, and those slips gave us all of those potatoes. So not a bad return. So not exactly sure of the variety. So these are organic grocery store bought sweet potato. I was hoping they were Japanese white, but that doesn't appear to be the case. I obviously just grabbed the wrong one. So in any case, in either case, we still got a decent amount of sweet potatoes here, but next year I'll have to find the Japanese white. That's crazy.
That's a mix.
Thought I tagged everything and I was really organized, but I've apparently put a slip of some other type into this bag, because if you look here, there's that purplish one, And here's more of probably this Beauregard one. So, looks like I got a combo. So this is bag 4. I'm trying to figure out if I just messed up and put a different type of slip in here, of more of the Beauregard. But then when I look here, I'm looking at that tone right there of being more on this purplish side. I'm even seeing it right here. So I'll be real curious as to why the outside on these is a different tone and texture on some of it, because this is all coming from the same one. So if anyone happens to know the ifs and whys of what could be causing this, maybe pigmentation change, or is it literally something different? But when I see this one right here, which is attached to this same plant, why is this skin tone look more like a typical Beauregard sweet potato instead of this one right here with the purplish red pink type of skin tone? Yep, that's it. Not that much in those. And once again, I think that's the end of that one, so the Murasakis were not all that prolific. Now these last ones here, these are the Okinawans. These are the ones that I really wanted to grow this year. Was not feeling or finding any potatoes when I was kind of digging in here and checking on them. Thankfully, as you saw around the outside, we did find some, but they were buried down real deep. So worst case scenario, I'll have some, but hopefully in these 4 bags, I'll find a few more. Saving the best for last, but I'm also anticipating the worst results. Just a bunch of roots. These tubers never really formed. Well, one. Whoops. One that split. Now I will say, and I don't know if this is true or just this was user error on my part. These slips that I ended up buying, the roots on them, because I had to buy them early in the season, so I had them in a just about like a 6-inch pot that I was keeping them in. The roots were almost root bound in a way. So I don't know if that had some effect when I planted these things with this massive amount of roots that was almost root bound. I tried to open them up, but I don't know if that impacted this, or like I said, this was just my errors that I did. Sometimes they say lack of sweet potatoes is because the soil has got way too much nitrogen in it, but I'm kind of having a hard time with it, seeing how this soil was the same for all the sweet potato bags that we grew. So hopefully next year these will be slips that we grow from these Okinawans, if I can store them properly and get them to keep, and we'll get a better harvest next year. That's it for that bag.
None.
Oh well. So we'll start with these Okinawans. These are the ones I anticipate to be the lightest of everything. They're just coming in at 5 pounds, 11 ounces. Next ones we got here are those Beauregard. This only goes up here to, I believe, 10 pounds. Yeah. Let me take those off. So I got 9 pounds, 13 ounces in that first tray. And then the second tray, we're going to have to take some off of here too. There. We've got just about 9 pounds, 10 ounces. Then you throw those two on at 2.9, and we got a little over 20 pounds or so in that Beauregard variety. So once again, I can't complain. These guys always seem to produce real well. Next is the Murasaki. That was also 2 bags. Looks like right around 9 pound, 3 ounces. That was for 2 bags. First year of growing those. I've got 2 trays here. of our grocery store sweet potato that is not a Japanese white, but let's see what we got out of this, which was once again 2 grow bags total. Now I'm going to have to take a couple off because we're probably going to be a little on the heavy side over the 10 pounds. 9 pounds, 3 ounces. And the second one at around 6 pounds, 7 ounces. Now the last one, I'm not even going to bother to weigh it. Those are those extras that I said had a little bit of bug damage to it, but that doesn't weigh all that much. All in all, it's not our best year, but it also wasn't our worst either. Still do really good with those Beauregards that we've been growing on a regular basis. But now with these new ones, I'll be curious to see what kind of results we get next year if we're able to grow our own slips. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you got any questions or suggestions, please put them down in the comment section below, and we'll see you on the next video.